everyone, welcome in. I'm the coach, and you're watching Madden Ultimate Team. We've been waiting for this one all week, and the wait is finally over. It's time to play ball.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in London. From the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. He'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 36, Fields. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. Finding room at midfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On the move to his left, and he fires one incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. Leading them out will be the 3-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 29, the dynamic Steve Young. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Off the play fake, Young. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Steve Young. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now it's Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot. So a great field position to start this drive. Take over on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. It's caught, Lockett. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 2, Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Fields. Got a man complete, Calvin Johnson. He's going to have the first down and then some. Touchdown! Calvin Johnson from 21 yards away. And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this? Oh, into a sea of defenders, have intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. So the 3-time Pro Bowler Javon Curse with a tackle there.
And you get selected for that game because you are a consistently dominant performer. And that's what he is. We always think about him being a pass rusher, but he can play the run as well. A guy that you just have to game plan for every week.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Fields. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. Boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Young. Incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Young looks to throw on 1st down. And this one complete to Smith. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To throw again on 2nd down. Young. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Well, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Joe Mixon punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Up the middle, it's Cook. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Fields. Escaping the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Now Fields. Setting up the screen for Cook. And some room to roam now. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Dalvin Cook, 51 yards. And the the Seahawks use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here, he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the final act of the drive was the touchdown catch by Dalvin Cook. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It's Young on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Young. The toss here completed to Pittman. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Young. He's got Smith here. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Looking to throw, Young. And he's got Shockey.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Young
connecting with Kupp here on the out route.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 26.
They'll get this off to Swift. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Young eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Steve Young, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And some room to work. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
So out now come the Cardinals. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Out of the gun, it's Young. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Young on 3rd down.
And he'll find Pittman.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first. Young to throw it. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
So it's a win for the Seahawks here, and that's thanks largely to the play of their...
Hello again, everybody. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Hope you're ready, because we've got another good one on tap.
Ryan Suckup, the man tasked with getting this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession.
They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game, big-time arm, 4.4 speed, so good that another quarterback prospect said to him, "What's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast."
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Again, it's Elliott. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
On first down, it's Fields.
That's caught out left side by Casper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Bart and I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Casper. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Dalvin Cook, 24 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
And he is going to have a Bills first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Stephon Gilmore, he was the one defensively there who really blew that play up before it got started.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd down, Culpepper. That's going to be caught by Samuel. It'll be a gain of 5. And 3rd and 8 now.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Swinging this ball out here to Tomlinson. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He'll look to throw.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Chase Claypool, 48 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And that one needed a little time to develop because he started lined up out wide left. He caught that on the right side of the field.
And you're exactly right about the time because that's not going to be a quick developing pattern, but also great sight lines for the guy throwing the ball to see a receiver cross his face and his sight line from one side of the field to the other. That usually attracts your attention. If you think he's open, you go ahead and deliver it, as we just saw there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. They set up the screened LT. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds Tomlinson as running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Culpepper. And this is for his running back, Tomlinson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, to end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw.
Flushed out right.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, it's Tomlinson.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That one's complete to Tomlinson.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. They'll set up a throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Fields. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
And here's Fields.
He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now Brown. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So the Bills now down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Rolling to his right.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
It's so close. He gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. Very nice pickup of 33 yards.
He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Christian Okoye taking it in from a yard out.
And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Back to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout. Yeah.
Hello and welcome in. I'm the coach, and you're watching Madden Ultimate Team. We've been waiting for this one all week, and the wait is now over. It's time to play ball.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. They go to Elliott again. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Fields. And that is incomplete.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Dave Casper, 56 yards. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. And they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in the 2001 draft. He's been around a while. The lefty, Michael Vick. On play action, Vick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Vick. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception.
navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick six. Vick. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Good throw there to start this second possession. Maybe help erase the memory of the interception he threw first possession.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time now there's a communication between the head coach, offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach. All right, we're going to get him settled. It's not easy after you've thrown a pick six. You might want to just run the football, but I think in most cases you want to give him easy throws that he's comfortable with to get him going again. And it's not necessarily just throwing one or 2 yards. What throws does he like to make? Give him a couple of those and get him going.
Definitely looked like one he was comfortable with on the last throw. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Vick. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 3rd down, Vick. He'll buy some time right. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now Vick on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things. Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Preston Smith.
Able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now it's Fields.
He finds his man Johnson.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Throwing again is Fields.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Dalvin Cook.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
A first down throw coming for Vick. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Vick with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Here's Michael Vick.
Quick slant finding Claypool.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now here's Vick. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing, Vick.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. This will be the final play of the half. Vick looking middle, and that's complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
And the half will begin with a touchback. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, LaDainian Tomlinson. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable for Lockett. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can have their guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
He'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Cook up the gut.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10.
Now Fields.
Flush to his right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Coming right, this is Cook on the toss play. And he is going to lose yardage here. Great effort by Ted Hendricks defensively.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete there to Johnson.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Vic's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
3rd and short yardage. Vic.
Open man is Keyshawn Johnson. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Vic.
Again, it's Johnson.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Draw play, Tomlinson.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Vick will look to throw on first down.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. From the 38, Vick.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Rolling to his left. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw again on 2nd down. Vick escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as...
Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, The Coach. This game should not disappoint, so sit back and put that remote down.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Now Wilson on first down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got some space here.
He's got room at the 30.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Wilson. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This from 25 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3.
Well, they had the great field position to start that opening drive. They only get 3 out of it, but still they get 3. So maybe kind of a win for the offense, Charles, and kind of a win for the defense as well.
Yeah, I would say win-win seems to sum the whole thing up, because where that ball was placed to start, that's tough on a defense, and they held them to 3. Now, if you're the offense, you're thinking to yourselves, how do we open up the playbook later on in this game and turn this 3 into 6s down the stretch?
Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll.
They'll be led out by the second-year man from The Ohio State University, Justin Fields.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
A big run that time by Elliott. 48 yards on the ground. The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run, because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the return will stop right around the 25. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember, with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll give up the gut for Murray. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. On 2nd and 9, Wilson.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson to throw.
Completion here to Claypool.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Returning right back to Lockett.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Buying time to his left. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
A final shot before the break. Fields
being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Dalvin Cook,
64 yards.
And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Murray. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And back there to stop him on a great effort was Martin Emerson. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
This is brought in at the 21. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll get this up to about the 44.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
Derek Rivers drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Here's Wilson.
Finding Hardman.
Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They'll roll him out right. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing now is Wilson.
That goes out wide to Murray.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, Murray. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important third down.
A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Boswell's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down 9-7. A little under 40 seconds to go.
Here's Fields.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Back to throw. Fields.
Steps away to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
One last throw here for Fields.
And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Hello again, everybody. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Hope you're ready, because we've got another good one on tap.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time.
Bringing him out is the pride of North Dakota State. Now in his 7th NFL season, Carson Wentz.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now Wentz on third down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. Taken from just outside the 30. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Rolling to his right.
And that one on the money to Claypool downfield.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That goes for a gain of 31.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
And Zeke is in for a Jets touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Jets put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first. To throw is Wentz.
Out quickly to Jeudy.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw.
That's going to be caught by Jeudy. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Zeke going to get it on the option.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now Wentz. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Again, it's Wentz. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on. On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they can come out and look real sharp in the second half.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time.
Touchdown, Jets!
Chase Claypool, 37 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Wentz now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Wins his throw, complete here to Waller.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on fourth down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now Fields. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett.
Touchdown! Tyler Lockett as the first half is winding down.
And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Wentz. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Again, it's Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Fields. Dancing to his left. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
But obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Fields forced out to his left. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Up the middle, it's Cook. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Fields buying time to his left. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bills getting set to go. On 1st down, Wentz. This will be caught. Judy. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 37. Now Wentz again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw again on second down. Wentz over the middle. He's got Watkins. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3.
Throwing is Wentz. Able to find Waller. That's complete. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Wentz.
A dump off to Elliott.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing again on second down. Wentz flushed out right. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Being chased out left.
Pass complete. It's to Ezekiel Elliott, who's running back.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis.
And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.